Yet a winning send-off for Jurgen Klopp against Wolves. Luton beaten. We knew they were already relegated anyway at home to Fulham. Manchester City winning when they needed to in David Moyes' last game, of course, with West Ham. Spurs needed a point. They got all three. 3-0 they won at relegated bottom club Sheffield United, and they are guaranteed a top 5 finish under Ange Postecoglou.
You can see all the emotion coming out after that marathon that they've just ran, basically. Fully deserved, great team, one that will go down in the history books, one that we'll all debate who's the greatest ever team we've seen in the Premier League, and they certainly come to the forefront of your mind when you're having that conversation.
Yeah, we talk about your history, you're a part of it, we talk about the Invincibles all the time, but they are out on their own now for a different reason, 4 titles in a row, and we heard Phil Foden, who's won 6 as a player, saying this one feels extra special. That was the driving force all season. Be the first team to win 4 in a row.
It was. Rodri missed some games. We talked about it before. Kevin De Bruyne missed some games. And Phil Foden was never the answer for a long time. But this year, I mean, he answered every single calls. Played high and wide on the left, 10 on the left, on the right, high and wide on the right. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. He found a way to make sure that when Kevin De Bruyne was going to come back, that the team was going to be really high. And so, you know, you have to respect that. But again, Michael said it. You're going back to, like, what they did is just, it's just stupid, really. Like, to do it, it's not like you wait every 2 years and then you do it a bit after. They do it all the time. And to be able to beat City, you need to go into the mark of 90, 92, 93 or 4 to win a game. And Liverpool went even higher and City went higher. So one thing that worries me is that every time a team tries to stay with them and keep the pace, they burn their wings. Every time they implode. Have a look at Liverpool. 2 years they didn't implode. They couldn't deal with it. So I hope for Arsenal they're going to be able to stay with that rhythm, because when you follow that rhythm,
okay, we'll come
it's
back
not
to
easy.
The connection with the fans and this team is absolutely incredible. That is thanks to you and your team. You must be so proud of your team.
All this happening because you started believing, you started to be patient, you started to understand what we were trying to do, and all the credit has to go to players, stuff that is unbelievable. I think now it's time to have a break, think, reflect, and please keep pushing, keep inspiring this team. Don't be satisfied, because we want much more than that, and we're gonna get it. Thank you so much.
What it means, but have a go at putting it into words for us. Premier League champions again.
I mean, it's so hard to put into words what we've done today. I mean, I think now we've put ourselves in the history books. No team's ever done it, and yeah, just you see what it means to the fans and it means to us. Working all year for this moment, and yeah, it's such a special feeling to share it with the fans.
Yeah, does that 4 in a row really mean a lot? It is another step towards being, you know, maybe the greatest Premier League team we've ever seen.
Definitely, I think this Premier League is a little bit more because, like I said, no team's ever done it before. So now we can say we're the first team to do it, and yeah, I'm lost for words, to be honest. I can't put it into words. I'm absolutely shattered.
That could and should have been a nervy afternoon, but you didn't look like you felt it. 79 seconds, you put all those nerves to bed.
I think, you know, not just me, but all the lads as well played in important games over the years. We played this scenario a couple of times as well, so I think it helps with the nerves, and I thought today we just looked confident and just played our football, and in the end it paid off.
And I know your teammates call you the sniper. I mean, with that strike, you've definitely earned that nickname.
It was almost a perfect start. Sometimes I believe in scoring a bit too early, so you know, I had to stay switched on, and luckily I got the second, which settled us a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the sniper's going to stay forever, I think, now, so yeah.
Phil, you're 23, you've won the Premier League, 6 times already. Is the feeling just as sweet every time?
I never get bored of it. I want this feeling every time, and yeah, when you win something, there's no better feeling, and yeah, I just want to keep winning as much as I can.
Well, I'm sure you will. Look, to go with all the other awards, you're also the player of the match. Very well done, mate. Very well done. Well done, mate.
Yeah, he's not 24 for another 9 days. And as you were saying there, he is the youngest player ever to get to 6 Premier League Football Writers Player of the Year this year, 27 goals this year and 2 goals today. Arsenal, of course, late on did their job. They beat Everton by 2 goals to 1. But it was all about what happened at the Etihad because City were in control. But Arsenal, at least, did win their game in the end, Thierry.
Well, Arsenal did what they had to do on the day. Like I said before, it's not in your hands. Even if you win the game, you need to wait and see what was going to happen, obviously, at the Etihad. So, yeah, it is not an easy one. Yes, we can put it into at least, and you pushed Man City all the way. But bottom line, I'll go back to the Villa game. You don't give a team like Man City the chance to have the title in their hand, even if it was virtually, because they still had to play Tottenham away. And I still think we didn't go to win the game against Villa. We went at the last 10 minutes to not lose it. Winners win. You try to win the game that's right in front of you. That was in your hand then. You give it to them. You'll never see it again. And like I said to you, I was daydreaming as a fan, because you do daydream, because you hope, because you think you can. But Man City always bring you back to reality because they win. And by the way, they did a little treble. If I call it a little treble, is the League Cup, and League. They did the treble, the big one. They're about to do, hopefully for them, the double. They win 4 in a row. What else do you want to say? This is why when Pep arrived, I was like, it's all over for everybody.
Yeah, 9 league wins in a row. And for Arsenal, Michael, they've just taken 49 points from the last 54 available. But as Thierry says, there's only 4 gone in that period, but they are the standards. They are the margins when you're facing this Manchester City team.
It's incredible, isn't it, to put that in numbers and to still think that you don't win the league after going on a run like that. And it just goes to show how good Manchester City is. I've sat here so many times and looked at that, the remaining fixtures and thought, well, there'll be a slip up there maybe, and there may. They just don't slip up, do they? They don't slip up. As soon as the pressure cranks up, as soon as we call it the running, all of a sudden City just go into overdrive. They've got gears. They've been there before. They've done the distance. They've got the experience. And how many times we'll always say, oh, they're having a bit of a wobble. But when we say that, it's August or it's October or it's November. We never, ever, ever question them. We never say that, at the turn of the year, on the running. They are just, it's going to be so hard. And that's why I asked Gail before. I can't see anybody or anything. There's question marks about everybody. But Man City, there's none. Until that man, Pep Guardiola, leaves, he's given nobody else a chance. He's that far ahead.
OK, much more from Michael and Gail and Thierry to come, plus all the reaction as well. Manchester City have done it again. The ribbons are going on because they haven't changed colour now for 4 seasons in a row. They are history makers today because they've won 4 in a row, the first English top-flight team ever to do so. The machine continues.
Yeah, Kai, you've come so close and you did your bit today, but ultimately it wasn't enough. Sum up your emotions right now.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I feel sorry for all the Arsenal fans. For us, we gave our best, but it wasn't enough.
How does it feel for you as a team when you have pushed Manchester City this close in the era that they're in, when they're doing what they're doing? They've just created history, winning 4 titles in a row.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in 2 or 3 months we can say it was a good fight, but right now I feel like we deserve more, everyone, and it wasn't enough at the end, but we go again next year.
We've talked all season about the character that this Arsenal team have shown. Did we see that again today after you went behind to come back and win this game?
Yeah, we showed again great character. They didn't make it easy for us. Since the first minute, they just played with the time. Every throw and every ball, they take time. It's, my opinion, is yeah, sometimes not fair in football, but we have to accept it. Football is hard, but hopefully we can go again next year and give the Arsenal fans what they need and think what they're all here for.
With everything that you've achieved this season, the performances you've put in as well, Kai, how much belief and confidence does that give you that you can go into next season and challenge once again?
Right now I can't even think about that. Just so frustrating. When you see all them here, it's tough. But yeah, I can tell them next year we're going to be even a better team. Going to be even a better team, and we're going to give everything next year again. And yeah, that's all I can say.
We appreciate your time. Thanks, Kai.
Well, Martin, it's been a truly incredible campaign. Thank you on behalf of all of the supporters for taking us on this ride. It has been absolutely incredible. How proud are you of this team?
Look, I think we're all a little bit disappointed at the moment, to be honest. I think we've been fighting so long, for the big dream, and we're so close. But yeah, at the same time, I'm so proud of the boys. I'm so proud of everyone at the club, the fans. I'm so proud of the progress we're making. When I first came here, all the way until today is such a big difference, and we've changed the club. I think you all believe in us now, and to be honest, I can't wait to come back after the break and make you guys even more happy. That's the big goal.
Well, that's one of our mottos at Arsenal, isn't it? Always forward. Plenty to take into next season, Martin.
Yeah, I think we're on a good way. We were closer than last year. But now we have to use the break and come back even stronger, even more hungry, and we're going to push to win everything.
And just lastly, Martin, you mentioned these incredible supporters, both home and away. Emirates Stadium has been rocking this season. What is your message to our incredible fans, not only here at Emirates Stadium, but all over the world?
Yeah, honestly, guys, I can't thank you enough for everything you do for us. The support we have. Away games, it feels like we're playing home, and home games is just a different level. So, yeah, we can't thank you enough, and we love you so much. So thank